What's up, everybody? I'm Craig with Tops Knives. We're here at Blade Show 2024 Atlanta. We got some cool things to show you. First is more of a kind of a showpiece, kind of an experiment almost. This was a knife that we Cerakoted. We did a couple of different colors of Cerakote and decided let's get people involved in the engraving process. It was kind of a viral type thing that we were trying to do. And so everything that was engraved on both sides of this El Chete and on the top was from basically just people sending in ideas saying, hey, engrave this, put this on it, put that on it. So there's a lot of interesting things on here. I don't even know the story with some of these. But yeah, tons of stuff engraved on this knife. And the cool part is that you've got basically, we just engraved through a black layer of Cerakote to the orange underneath without going through the orange to the metal underneath. And for those of you that know, Cerakote is a very thin coating. We're talking like 1 mil thick or less. And so that's what's going on here. At some point, we're gonna sell this knife some way. I don't know if we're gonna auction it or raffle or what we're gonna do, but at some point we will offload that to some lucky person. So the other things we wanted to show you is what's coming, what's going to be the next releases. So we don't necessarily have new models that haven't been debuted here, but we have some models that are like really close to being out for sale. First up is going to be this Wilderness Guide. This is a second version of a model that we've made for several years now. The cool thing about this is the handle. Leo one day was messing around with putty. He was taking pictures, and you know the putty that you use to set knives up and make them look nice. He had a wad of it, and he just squeezed it. And after he squeezed it, this is basically what the handle came out to be. And so this was one of his first like experiments with that kind of thing, I guess. And so this is a new version of that. Tungsten Cerakote, green canvas micarta handles. It is going to come with a green Kydex sheath. So great little package there. This will be an excellent kind of hunting knife, camping knife, outdoors knife. This will do a lot of things really well. So yeah, this should be probably the next release. The other two that are coming out, they're kind of going to be a fight for just which one gets done first, and they are very different. So first is the Wood Nymph. This was designed by a guy, Bushcraft Kelso. So really eclectic dude, but has a ton of knowledge about anything outdoors related. So this one is basically just a little whittling knife. It's 3/32 thick on the spine here, 1095. It's got a tan and black G10 handle, Scandi grind. It's just a simple little whittling knife, but we get a lot of attention on this thing. The sheath is set up to be a tip down, either neck carry or belt carry. So it would be easy to carry this around your neck. It's light enough that it's not going to be too heavy, but we still left enough width there for that to fit on a belt easily. So this one is basically we're just waiting on handles to get finished up. We have all the other parts and pieces. Once our handles are done, we're going to be putting this out. So hopefully within a month. And this is the other one that's kind of fighting for when it gets released. This is called the Lilith. It was designed by a guy named Jason Johnson, who goes by Pro Knife Thrower on Instagram and other social media channels. It is basically a humongous throwing, chopping machine. The weird thing about this that you don't normally see on large knives is how the handle tapers. So it thins out it gets more narrow towards the pommel. That's not normal for large blades, but he did that specifically because he's a knife thrower and he's gonna definitely throw these. We don't necessarily recommend it, but he knows what he's doing, so we're not going to tell him not to. But that's why there's also a finger ring, so you can still get a good grip on this and feel secure if you're chopping or doing other like normal cutting tasks. So just a really cool big blade. It's going to come with a Kydex sheath. This sheath is technically a prototype, but it should be similar to the El Chete. It'll be open on the top with a retention strap and a dangler. And again, I think this one, the only thing we're waiting on is sheets. So as soon as we finalize that sheet design, we'll pump those out, and this will be out as well. So that's the newest stuff that'll be available for sale as soon as possible from Tops.